You just can't get yourself to do it. You know you want to try it. You know you can do it, but for some reason, months and years have passed and you still haven't managed to do it. You still haven't managed to make videos for your business or personal brand. And trust me when I say this, I've been there. Hell, I'm still working on getting more consistent myself. But the thing is, strategic videos is the best thing that you can do for your business. It's literally the best form of marketing. Yet most avoid it, not because it's difficult, but because they think it is. And today, I'll explain why making videos could be way simpler than you may think. So let's go for a walk. In my experience, most online businesses and service providers fall into the trap of thinking that making videos for their businesses is difficult for some of the following reasons.
I'm not sure if this is worth it.
I get that making videos could sometimes feel like too much effort with no guaranteed return. But the thing is, if you do any business online, you will have to build trust and awareness around your business and attract more traffic and leads to your offer. And making strategic video content is the surefire way, the best and fastest way to accomplish that. So sure, it'll need some work, but at the end of the day, making these videos is definitely worth it.
But I can't come up with any ideas.
Nothing sucks more than getting stuck on the very first step, which is coming up with good video ideas. However, there are many ways in which you can come up with great video ideas without turning it into this huge task that you have to overcome. For example, you can talk about a common problem that your clients struggle with and present your ideal solution for it. Or you can even share a personal story and the lessons that you've learned from it, or talk about a daily activity that you enjoy and share your passion with the viewers. There are endless possibilities. However, it still matters that these ideas actually serve your brand.
I don't even know what I'd say on camera.
Okay, so you've come up with a great video idea and start recording, but suddenly everything you know just disappears and you think that you'll have to perform. Well, that totally doesn't have to be the case. Sure, you'll need some clarity, which is why you'll have to have some sort of script, and especially in the beginning. But even then, you can just casually talk to the camera as if you're addressing your best friend or favorite client. Doing this will help you know who you're talking to, which will help sound more natural. And sounding more natural goes a long way, so you don't really have to perform.
How am I even supposed to set this up properly?
You do not need a setup. All you need is a quiet place and some light. You don't have to worry about three-point lighting, fancy camera angles, or set decor. You can develop those as you go, but for now, you're better off if you just focus on having a clear message instead.
I think I need better equipment before I start.
This is a very common misconception. Thinking that you need better equipment to start creating content only delays it more and more. While in reality, you don't really need fancy equipment to create content. You can do with whatever you have. Now, of course, I would suggest that at some point down the line, you acquire a decent mic so that you have good quality audio and you record good sound for your videos. However, that doesn't even cost that much. Other than that, your smartphone coupled with natural light works wonders. At the end of the day, it is the message that matters the most and not the production quality. Also, if you do any business, you would know that it is common sense not to invest money blindly. So you shouldn't go on a buying spree while you haven't even shot a single video yet.
I'm just not good on camera, period.
So here's the situation. You don't like how you look or sound on camera or how you come across, so you decide on not being on camera at all. However, let me tell you something. No one looks good on camera from the get-go. You will have to look awkward, to cringe at your own performance and to sound weird to everyone. However, if you continue making videos, at some point down the line, you'll gradually start getting better and sounding more comfortable and natural on camera. But here's the catch. You will only achieve this by making more videos and not by waiting.
I'm not an editor. Also, it takes way too long.
So you're imagining yourself sitting there for days, cutting clips, adding captions and sound, animating, and exporting multiple versions. However, it doesn't really have to be that deep. As someone who has worked as an editor, it might not be in my self-interest to say this. However, I'll still tell you that you don't really need fancy editing. You aren't making a blockbuster. You are basically making content for your business or personal brand. All you need to do is to clean it up enough so that it is easy to watch. That's about it.
Everything I could say has already been said anyway?
Well, of course, you aren't going to reinvent the wheel here, let's be realistic. But the thing is, even if they have heard what you have to say, they haven't heard it from you. They want to know your point of view and to hear your side of the story and to connect directly with yourself. So it is not really only about the information you're about to give, it's also about sharing your own perspective about it.
People might actually judge me for doing this.
If you make any type of content, be it educational, entertainment, or even inspirational, you will be judged. You'll just have to learn not to worry about it and not to care about these people, because at the end of the day, these people aren't your audience or prospects anyway. And in general, if you have anything to offer to the market, you will have supporters and you'll have haters, and haters gonna hate. That's the name of the game. But it's only up to you which one you pay more attention to.
I don't think I'm experienced enough to be talking about this.
This is what they call imposter syndrome. You see that you aren't the ultimate expert in your field yet, so you hold back from creating content thinking that you'll have to reach some high level first, while in reality, you'll never reach perfection and you'll never feel ready to start creating content. But if you have something to offer to even one person in the world, that's one human whose life you could positively affect. And if you can help someone one step behind you, you already have something worth sharing, and you can still grow while creating content.
What if no one even watches it?
So you spend hours making a video and then you post it and you wait and it gets 10 views, all from your family members. This is what I've seen most online business owners go through, which discourages them and leads them to stopping creating content. But let's be realistic. Even if you're Tom Cruise, you wouldn't get eyes on you from day one. It is only natural. It'll take time to get traction. But here's the good news. If you've set up everything well, you don't really have to go viral in order to get the ball rolling. More on that in a minute.
I'll start, but just not now. I don't have time for this right now.
Anyways, so now you may be asking, if making videos is that simple, why aren't more and more people doing it? Well, for starters, making a video is simple and very doable, like I just explained, but doing it consistently and doing it well is another game. Because content is that one thing that you know that you should be doing and is key for your growth, yet it is the first thing that you drop when things get busy. So there's that. Also, while you can start simple, some skill gaps will show up over time. For example, being able to come up with strategic video ideas and having a good sense of direction, structure and pacing, and having basic editing skills will slow you down. But on the other hand, being a perfectionist and overcomplicating this will slow you down just as much. So that's a crucial balance to keep. And on top of that, you should know that it'll take time to see results. And while most people just aren't patient enough to wait, you will have to. So while some people try to figure it out on their own, others decide to get help so that they can get faster results, make less mistakes, avoid any extra effort, and basically stay more consistent. So if you want to do this properly and not have to figure everything out the hard way, feel free to check the link in the pinned comment where you can have a quick free chat with myself. And if you want to learn how to craft the best scripts yourself, be my guest. Watch this video next.